Mark chapter 6, verse 30 to 44. The apostle gathered around Jesus and reported to him all they had done and taught. Then, because so many people were coming and going that they did not have a chance to eat, he said to them, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place to get some rest." So they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place. But many who saw them leaving recognized them and ran on foot from all the towns and got there ahead of them. When Jesus landed, he saw a large crowd. He had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began to teach them many things. By this time it was late in the day, so the disciples came to him. "This is a remote place," they said, "and it's already very late. Send the people away so they can go to the surrounding countryside and villages to buy something to eat." But he answered, "You give them something to eat." They said to him, "That would take more than half a year's wages. Are we to go and spend that much on bread and give it to them to eat?" "How many loaves do you have?" he asked. "Go and see." When they found out, they said, 5 loaves and 2 fish. Then Jesus directed them to have all the people sit down in groups on the green grass. So they sat down in groups of hundreds and fifties. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up into heaven, Jesus gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to the disciples to distribute among the people. He also divided the 2 fish among them. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up 12 baskets of broken pieces of bread and fish. The number of men who had eaten was 5,000.
"Oh, Ben, I am so hungry."
"Hi, so hungry. I'm Ben."
"No, that's not my name, you silly. I mean, my tummy is so hungry."
Well, Bernie, what do you want me to do about you being so hungry?
"Do you have any food for me?"
Do I have any food for you? Let me see. No, I don't have any food for you.
"Oh, but I'm so hungry. If I don't eat, I'm going to burst. I'm that hungry."
Well, Bernie, what are we doing right now?
We're filming.
We are filming, and we can't be eating while we're filming because it's filming time. So maybe after we're filming, we can eat.
"Oh, but Ben,
Yep.
why can't you make some food come now?"
Well, Bernie, I can't make food come now. I can't just go like, boom, there's some food.
"Oh, man, I wish you could. That'd be the best."
That would be pretty cool. But wait,
"Wait, what?
that reminds me of a true story in the Bible about Jesus.
What do you mean?"
Well, this one time, Jesus was out with heaps of people.
"And then Jesus was so hungry, but he had good friends and they gave him food."
Well, no, that's not quite happened. See, Jesus was out with all these people and he's teaching them how to live God's way and what it means to be a friend of God.
"Yeah, and then what happened?"
Well, they've been doing it all day, and then people were starting to get hungry.
"And then Jesus is nicer than you, Ben, and he gave them all food."
Well, actually, that's kind of what happened.
"Yeah, I know. Jesus is nicer than you."
Yeah, well, not quite. See, Jesus knew they were all hungry, and he said to his friends, his disciples, "Do you have any food?"
"And they're nice," and they said, "Yes."
No, they didn't say yes. You see, they didn't have any food, and there was like 5,000 people there.
"That's so much food."
That's right, and that's what they said to Jesus. They're like, "Whoa, that's so much food. It'll take half a year's pay to buy that much food."
"Oh no, then everyone would be hungry and they'd all burst because they're so hungry."
Well, no, and Jesus said, "Do you have any food at all?" And they said, "We have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish.
"Hey, Ben,
Yep,
that's not much food. That wouldn't even feed you and me."
that's right. That really isn't that much food. 5 loaves and 2 fish isn't a lot of food, and there were
5,000 people. That's so many people.
that is so many people. But you know what Jesus said?
What did he say? "See you all later. I'm eating, you're not." Ha ha ha.
No, Jesus isn't mean like that. What Jesus said to his disciples, make everyone sit down in groups of 100 and groups of 50.
Don't like that. That's maths.
Well, that's okay. And then Jesus, he prayed.
What did he pray?
He thanked God for the food.
But there wasn't much food.
I know, but he thanked God for the food, and then he broke the food, and he started giving out the food.
To like 2 people?
Well, no, he gave it to 2 people, then 3 people, then 4 people, then 5.
There wasn't enough food.
Well, there's 6 people, then 7 people, then 600 people, then 700 people, then 800 people, then 1,000 people.
But there wasn't that much food.
Well, there wasn't that much food. There was 5 loaves and 2 fish. But because Jesus has God's power, because Jesus is God, the food just kept coming.
Oh, the food That's amazing. That's like the best thing ever. Oh man, I wish I was there.
That's right. And you know what?
What?
All 5,000 people had enough to eat.
What do you mean? With like 5 loaves and 2 fishes?
Yeah, with 5 loaves and 2 fish, all the people had enough to eat. And the Bible tells us everyone was full. And then guess what?
What was that? They got sick.
No, they didn't get sick, Bernie. Jesus gave them enough food. And in fact, there was 12 baskets of leftovers.
Oh, that is so much. Oh man, Jesus is so powerful. He's the best.
That's right. And Jesus is so powerful. He could make food out of nothing. Out of the 5 loaves and 2 fish, he fed 5,000 people because Jesus is God and he has God's power. I think we should thank God for that, don't you?
Yeah, we should. Let's pray.
Let's pray. Dear God, thank you so much for Jesus. Thank you that Jesus has so much power. Thank you that he has your power because he is God. Help us to trust Jesus and to know that he can do anything. Amen.
Amen. So Ben,
Yep.
where's my food? I'm still hungry.
Well, Ben, we'll stop filming this and then we'll go and get some food. What do you feel like?
I only ate chocolate and Macca's, and this morning I want Macca's.
Okay, we'll stop filming this and then we'll go and get some Maccas. Catch you around.
See you tomorrow.